The Donnell Rawlings show, live in your face. Fuck y'all bitch ass nigga, you never take my place, nigga. If a nigga can make comedy money riding down the river, who does that?
You.
We ain't start. We started? Oh shit! I'm setting my blue. Oh, what I'm saying is the nonprofit organizations out there that we're going to contribute a lot of these River Ninja funds to. But I just want to. I guess I'm. I'm so excited. This week, by the time this podcast air, we would have probably had a show or get prepared for a show at Wiley's. We would have started the second annual kickball game. We would have done a podcast from something close to a river. We would have brought a community together. We would have brought friends and family together. And that's the thing that excites me the most.
I'm excited
about Donnell Land. It's crazy. Like I always said, it's weird how things happen. I would have never thought in a million years that, like I said earlier, that I would have a situation where I could bring people together, have fun, and then make possibly a coin or two.
Coin or two. And just playing games, like kid
Playing games. This is what Donnell, when I first came up with the complete concept of Donnell Land, but I had already been doing different events in Yellow Springs. And a good friend of mine, Mickey, we rented a cabin out there, and we had some events, and she was like, yo, fuck Donnell Land. And it was like Donnell Land. And people was like, what is Donnell Land? To me, Donnell Land is everything Neverland was supposed to be without the, without the, I don't know if Timmy's coming over this weekend. Without the
animals.
Yeah, without the animals, you know what I mean? Without the chickens being choked, if you want to say, you know what I'm saying? Without that. And the reason why I say that because I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson, when he had the idea of Neverland, it was a place where you could feel young forever. Mm-hmm. It was a place where families could have a good time. Although he kicked all the parents out.
They could stay for a couple hours.
It's the thought that counts, people.
They stayed for a couple hours.
Yes. It's the thought that counts. And nothing was ever proven. And I'm going to say my pusa, say my pusa, say me. I'm going to do that forever. I don't give a fuck. White people. Did I single any group out? Yeah, white people trying to take our goddamn heroes, trying to arrest R. Kelly and put him in. Free R. Kelly.
Well, Bill's back up again.
Oh, no, okay, let me just, before that was just a joke, free R. Kelly. It was a joke. I'm just seeing people paying attention. Bill Cosby is out, and Bill Cosby could be what about? Anybody got Bill Cosby number? Yo, I know this sounds crazy. How funny, and this is one thing I like about Donnell Land and the river run. You never know who's going to be float down the river. How crazy would it be?
Oh, my God.
If Bill Cosby was on a kayak and he was coming down, he was like, I'm going to, like, yes, I'm going to slide up into your canal. That's the, can you do an impression? No, Bill Cosby.
I don't know. That's all I got for you.
Do it again.
And
All right, okay, wait a minute. Let's do this. Improv. You're Bill Cosby, and you get in your boat for the first time, and then you're floating down the river, and you pull up on a canoe filled with 2 white bitches.
Well, hey, you white bitches. Would you like to get in my boat? We could roll down the river.
Keep going. Keep going. You gotta
roll down the river with me. I don't know.
I be like, I'm anybody thirsty, want to come and be in the canoe.
He turned Jamaican all of a sudden, too.
No, a Jamaican Bill Cosby. Yeah, man, you want to come and do the canoe? I was going to float. Come here.
You can row my oar. Can you hold on to my oar? Don't drop it.
We're going to trade some of the oars for the whores.
The oars.
For the whores. We're going to trade some of the Adidas for the Divas.
I got some Jello. Can you make it wiggle?
Okay, first off, I just want to know, where did Bill Cosby ever look like this? What the fuck is this?
He has his dinosaur hands that he always does.
Oh, yeah.
The T-Rex.
Okay, all right. And then I'm going to...
And he does this.
Bill Cosby doing a promotion for Donnell Land. Want to go from the streets to the creeks. From the hoods to the woods. Join Donnell Land.
I know our listeners missed us last week.
Well, I know I didn't miss you last week. No,
Damn.
I'm saying,
Damn, Gina.
No, I'm just saying, because, damn. Oh.
I'm going to start coughing if you laugh too hard.
Yo, fuck that. Y'all got to be in on the inside joke. She got it. She had the vid. Nikki had the vid.
And I think the funniest thing...
Them titties was on quarantine. Those shirts were on quarantine. Okay.
The funniest thing...
Okay, let me do a disclaimer. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We take COVID very serious. Okay. Here's the story. And this is so crazy. Because we had... Everybody talks about, yeah, you had the COVID, yeah, I had the COVID. So we was having this COVID talk. Mm-hmm. This was right before the Dave Chappelle situation. Mm-hmm. So we have the COVID talk, and like COVID people like myself, like Samson, like a lot of people in the country.
What do you mean the COVID people? People that have had it?
Yeah, the Coves.
Which I hadn't at the time.
See, that's the problem. That's what happened. You see? That's the problem.
You see, I'm blaming you.
No, don't blame me. I told you, Stan.
Stop. It's gone. It's been gone for 2 weeks, but this cough is like sticking with me. Oh, stop. I've tested negative. I've even flown out of the country and back, testing negative over and over.
I ain't tripping about that, but I'm just saying, you don't be.
But I'm coughing away from you.
6 feet. We forgot about that.
So
okay,
finished.
So here's the thing. And we are like, we're not making fun of it. I know, but like, it's still serious. It is serious. But it's just interesting, like, because we was all talking about, I had it, and Nikki was like this. I ain't never had it. Yo, she was like this. I ain't never had it. And to which I said, you might have had it, didn't know. Oh, no, I know. I ain't never had it. I ain't never had it. And she said, I ain't never had it. And if you're going to keep saying, I ain't never had it, here's the thing, people. When you're so strong about something, this is something you can do. I learned this in grade school.
You texted me that, too.
Knock on wood. I said, just knock on some wood. Knock on wood. And you didn't knock on the wood.
I hang out with Team Chappelle for 1 weekend.
Wait,
one weekend, and I get the vid.
You didn't hang out with Team Chappelle. You hang out with Team Hollywood, because we was fuck that. Don't blame it on Chappelle's. I mean,
I'm blaming Chappelle because y'all have had it over and over and over.
Okay, and what? And we living. You act like you ain't having like over. It's so hard. We've had overs and got overs and overs. Like now, nigga, we high five you, nigga. You got it, nigga. My nigga, pow. No, not like that. But yes, our team has had COVID several times. Mm-hmm. You know, as is a lot of people in the world that are going to have COVID several times. People had the flu several times. Get to the point where you're dealing with herd immunity, which pretty much means at some point everybody has to have it or at least pass through your system. And people are afraid. I know the reasons why people are afraid to get COVID, but the thing, I know this may sound crazy. It may sound crazy, but the thing that you could be excited about getting COVID is now your body is building up an immune system to be able to handle it in the event that you get it. Because eventually it's going to come down, Nikki, to a point where I know this how scary it is. I know people have lost lives and everything, but it's going to get to a point where how do we manage it? And is it that serious where I got to feel like it's life-threatening all the time? It's going to get to the point where it's a cold.
Yeah.
And in so many cases of people that I know that have, and it's not that I'm a proponent of vaccine or not vaccine, but so many people that have been vaccinated, have been boosted, and in those cases feel that those steps they took contributed to them not getting gravely ill.
I think so too. Yeah.
You know, and that's the confidence people going to build about getting vaccinated. I'm not even trying to make this podcast. I'm like, yeah, it's the white man trying to hold you down. And blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to do that. Everybody has personal responsibilities to themselves. What do you want to do to protect yourself? But one thing you can't do is you can't be critical of people out here that are trying to live their life as normal. You might be one of those extreme people that have to take extra precautions. You may not go to gatherings. You know what I'm saying? You may not be that person. I think that that's one thing that we've learned about it is how can we protect ourselves from getting it, and in the event that you get it, what are you going to do? What's your next steps? And most importantly, because you said you had it, and everybody was like, "Yeah, I took so moxidroxylines." You know, all them words and shit.
That's Samson right here. That's the first thing he said to me.
Yeah, white people can't wait to pop a pill.
Yeah,
son.
I said I took ginger.
He looked at you like witchcraft, right? Yeah. But you did like what you did. You did what most people do, and you put in your body with things that could help you to prevent or at least deal with it. You know, motherfuckers don't even know how important it is. One of the most important things they say with COVID, what you need to do is get a lot of vitamin D. Not the one you
the one I'm searching for. That's what you better say.
You searching.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't never seen you on a mission. You are on a mission. Right? It's important to go out to the sun. It's important to get vitamin D. It's important to drink water. It's important to do so many other things to protect yourself from getting it. I haven't had it in a minute.
And get sleep.
And
those basic things. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. This one I know. It's about to be, I don't want to say outbreak, or it's about to pop off with the team, right? Is when, I'm being honest, when we started having a little too much fun.
Wait.
You know, like in our crew, like we had, it popped off in Austin, you know, and where else? Was something else. Popped off a couple times. But it's always happens for crew of people I'm around when shit is popping. We like, oh shit, nigga, let's add 3 shows. I don't know if we want to do that. That red come around on that 3rd show. It always happens. But I do believe this, even with the pandemic when it first kicked off, I think that was God's way of telling the world to slow the fuck down.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
We all readjusted our lives and we're like, do I need to go into work?
Slow down. You know? It was something because like God was like, man, y'all still gonna keep okay. All right. Pandemic, bam.
And I feel like we're bringing that up, and I just got back from Finland, which it's cold, but it's a great country in how they treat their citizens. And we say for Americans, the pandemic made us slow down. They're slow. Their government gives them $2,000 a month just to live. Someone wrote like, oh, they're still getting COVID stuff. No, this is pre-COVID. They just take care of their citizens, and like they get free health care. Their rent, my nephew's rent is like $800 a month, and they get $2,000 a month, so they can just actually live and relax and breathe here in our capitalist country, it gets to be a lot. And I'm glad
You have very good diction.
Thank you.
And I know, like, I see the way you move your mouth.
Enunciate?
Enunciate. But you like.
I think a lot of that has to do with
Look, like, a lot of that have to do with.
No, a lot of that has. Shut up. My grandfather was deaf. And so I talk with my hands a lot. And I enunciate my words. I don't know if it helps him, or
no, it's good. A lot of people are intimidated by people that use diction. You know that? Oh, this bitch trying to talk all good, all proper, whatever. It's called diction. Not the Dixon, but diction. So you went to Finland and
because my nephews are out, just a little backstory.
I can't give a fuck about
my nephews are there. He's on a show. They flew me out there for a show.
I want to hear about that punk ass Finland show, man. We ain't got no Finland cable, man. Fuck that nigga show. The point I want to
I can't. Devontae, he don't mean it.
Man, Devontae, man. Fuck that nigga. Devontae.
My nephew.
That nigga fucking all white girls in
Finland. You already know. Because he has my daddy's eyes, the light eyes, and he's tall and light skinned.
The nigga got the name. You go to Finland, go to Europe, Dante's, Jerome's, Eric's, Durrell's, all of them fuck everything. Only reason I was just making fun. Congratulations to him. That's so dope. But and this when I've talked about travel on the podcast before. It's so interesting to see how you look at the world and look at America after you travel somewhere and come back. And people over in America, so many people like, man, fuck America. And I know that we have so much issues, police brutality, all type of shit. But America really is still the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
It's really, it's like.
If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a talented athlete, if you are a talented entertainer, the world's your oyster here.
But not only that, you ain't got to, you got the talent, right? But here's the most important thing. If you are a hard worker.
No.
You can work. If you are a hard worker, here's the thing. Well, in life, we look at everything. We have different time frames. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, and I know why you said that. Yeah. I know exactly why you said that, because you're a hard worker.
No, and I'm talking about like the hard workers in their field. Say you work, because of capitalism, there's only so much you can make if you're a hard worker. I'm talking like blue collar jobs. You're in construction. You work.
Yeah, but I do agree with that. But it's also what's priority to you, what you prioritize, and what you want to do with that. Because there are so many stories of immigrants that have come here that like I'm talking about motherfuckers that say, we hear this story all the time. My mom scrubbed toilets, right?
Yes.
My mom scrubbed toilets. She didn't make a lot of money. My mom got a paycheck. She didn't scrub toilets to buy bundles. She didn't scrub toilets to get shit to contour her shit. She didn't scrub toilets for that. She scrubbed toilets for her family, which means your whole mindset and process on a different shit. How much can I save? What can I do? And they put their money, invested it in their kids.
Absolutely.
And sucked it up. That job that the person didn't want, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's demeaning and all that type. And sucked it up and got it done. And basically said, you know what? And there's so many cases of people like this. Well, you know what? I wanted a certain life. It didn't happen, but now I'm working for my family and I'm working for my kids. Yeah. So I know it's not easy. And going back to the thing about the timeline. In life, so often we like this, oh, I need to have this by this. I need to have this by this. If I don't have this by this, that makes me this person. That makes me less of this. It ain't about that. Nobody has a timeline. Things happen when it's supposed to happen in the time it's supposed to happen. Now, you could set certain goals for yourself, but for some reason, I want to make a certain amount of money this year. You don't. You're not a failure at that. Yeah. You
grew in that year.
You still grew in that year, and you're still growing. And the most important part throughout all of this, it don't matter what we pursue in life. It don't matter what we want. It don't matter what upsets us. The most important thing is finding your motherfucking happiness.
Absolutely.
Happiness is everything. That's why you see some motherfuckers, I know motherfuckers that got fucking estates, right? And then, oh, look, I'm over here. I got that sitting back. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. Look at this shit. I'm over here.
Miserable.
And lonely.
Lonely and miserable.
Up. And I also, I'm going to tell you, some of the dopest motherfucking birthday parties and shit I've been to, gatherings, been in the motherfucking project. It's been in that motherfucking one bedroom where motherfuckers got everybody in the goddamn kitchen. It's a spade game going over there, and you can feel that motherfucking energy.
You know what makes it the best too? I put it when I think about it, it's because it's so small. Because that's like my house. Every Thanksgiving, about 22 people fit into my small apartment. When we were living in our one bedroom, I counted 21 people came over for Thanksgiving dinner. People were sitting on the floor. We were eating.
It was the
yeah, man, but we were forced to interact too because we were on top of each other.
It's also it's everything to do with who you are and the vibe you create. Yeah. And I'm going back on why Donnell Land means so much to me. Yes, do I stand to make a coin off of this? Yes, and I'm not gonna make a coin off of anything other than my idea, my creative, and then all of these things that you have to do to make a function
and your wonderful team.
And the team. That's another thing. Team is fucking everything. But the thing that's most important about this is that this sense of community, how people, my phone been blowing up. I've been having people telling me like, oh man, I want to get there. When you doing it again? I really appreciate that because I didn't know because me doing activities in Yellow Springs started during the pandemic. And I was wondering, were people forced to have this good time? In some cases they were. Mm-hmm. Would they do it again with everything opening up and you have different options about shit? I'm like, how can I compete with a Justin Bieber concert or something? Yeah. And then when I realized, as I started doing it, I was like, I was tiptoeing into it. And then the energy, the way people felt, they was like this, yo, motherfucker. I'm like, you got a choice. You can go wherever you want. Yo, I want to be in Yellow Springs. And that's not my town. That's 100% Dave's town. And the community, it was people there before Dave, but Dave was very, very involved in that community. And I wondered why years Dave used to be like, yo, y'all should come out here. Y'all should come out to Yellow Springs. Motherfuckers in Yellow Springs. Nobody want to fuck with no deers and no frogs and no chickens and shit like that. And nobody in the business really can understand why until I started going out there. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I get it.
It's the same thing when people were talking about, like, cause I like going out camping and off-roading just to get, it's just that getting away. It doesn't even have to be Yellow Springs.
That's your inner white girl.
It's not even a white girl. There's plenty of black people that do it.
But you do have an inner white girl.
I call it my inner white gay boy.
Really? Is that a white girl? Is a white women like gay? I'm telling you, I use motherfuckers always like, Donnell, you don't fuck with black chicks. You don't like black chicks. I like chicks. But I will say on the black side of things, like I don't know, it's a weird connection with that black chick that was the only black cheerleader on the cheerleading team.
I play basketball.
Were you the only?
No.
How many? 2 of you guys. All right, 2 of you guys. But you know,
state champs 3 years in a row, but okay.
It's a weird, I could go deep into that. Damn, they want to know. People want to know why. People want to.
I had to get it out. I'm sorry.
Could you stop fucking coughing around me? You FOV.
Wait, what?
Fresh off the vid. FOB, fresh off the vid. I don't know. Yeah, whenever I start talking about that, because motherfuckers get mad. Oh, I don't believe you. Blah, 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 blah. You like a certain. And it's been a lot of talk about that. Who is this guy? He's on Breakfast Club, like Amir. He's like a real African nigga. I mean, he like, when I say real African nigga, like he do the dashikis. Every picture he got his hands up or whatever. And he's a professor. God damn it. I'll just put it like this. He gets very upset, furious, when black men date outside their race. And he made a point that certain cultures, it's like forbidden. They just don't do it. You just don't do it. And he's saying that why can't the black community follow the same thing? And I used to think when I was younger, it was like, nah, man, don't fuck with them white bitches. Don't fuck with anybody outside. And then, for the most part, you kind of subscribe to that if that's the only thing you know. Then as I start getting older, I don't think it's important for us to say who anybody's supposed to date. And the most important thing is who you want to love.
You know, it's ironic you say that is, I feel like mine is complete opposite than you. Because I've always been open. I had a whole book about it, open to dating and whoever, just find love, you know? And like, I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm kind of like, I will never say, well, I guess I'm saying it now, but I kind of side-eyed it a little bit. Right. Like when I see it, I'm just like, not that, but I'm happy people are happy, but I still kind of, there's that little smidget of a like, there was a beautiful black woman for you, you know, like.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's always that little beautiful thing that like this, it's that little thing like you can be cool with a white bitch, and the little thing is that she'll flip it on you, nigga. And when she flip it, you like, my mama told me don't do this shit. Oh, I need to start listening to my mama. They will flip you. Anything on anything, people, if in a crazy situation, will show you they fucking true colors. I remember one time somebody said, Donnell, why do you you like white chicks? What is it? I was like, I don't have anything particular, but I will say this. I've never heard a white chick say niggas ain't shit.
I've never said that.
I'm not saying you. But I've heard that so often. I heard that so many niggas ain't shit. Y'all know y'all niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit.
I'll say men ain't shit, but that's overall all of them.
You don't think men
not
are
just
shit?
Black?
Why? Can we focus on that? Why ain't nigga men's or men niggas
overall?
Men,
overall.
Why aren't men shit?
You know what I'm?
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Bitches ain't shit.
But I've been trying to figure it out
fuck
all
you,
these
nigga.
years.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, nigga.
Because I feel like
you hear that Kendrick song?
Oh my God, that's so
we
good.
Cry together.
Yeah, we cry together.
You was the one that said that, bitch, baby.
You ain't shit.
And fuck you. Yeah, I shoulda.
Fuck you.
No, this was the part she said, I shoulda got a bigger dick. She didn't say big us. And already know that's how women are. Your dick could be enormous. Once you get an argument, bigger. Once I know they can get bigger, pussies can get tighter. You ain't said nothing. What you said? Okay, dicks get bigger, pussies get tighter. What is y'all talking about? Keep on talking about all this. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, nigga. No, fuck you, bitch.
Kendrick came through with that album.
No, yo, I'm telling you, that song, we cried together. And this is a good thing to talk about. So what makes men, I speak for the street, what makes niggas ain't shit?
The reason why brothers and men, not just black men, ain't shit is because...
Don't you get cold with this one?
For the most part, us women, we don't ask for a lot. I know in theory y'all think we do.
What?
Hold on. In theory, we ask to be good.
Oh, y'all don't ask for a lot.
We ask to be treated right. We ask to be not lied to. You know, like if you find the right, I'm not talking about the bitches that you talking about. The bitches ain't shit. Talking about good women. I think men get us fucked up sometimes.
And y'all get us fucked up sometimes.
We really don't ask for a lot.
And we don't
ask for a little bit of attention.
And we give you a motherfucking attention.
A lot of y'all don't, though.
And I give it to you. I'm working. I ain't got time to be attention all the time.
But we asking for attention. You can just text us back sometimes.
Okay, who is these niggas you fucking with? I do all of that.
Do you?
Yo, there is not a woman that I've dated that can say I was a fucked up person to them. Not one single bitch can say that. They could say I was like, he got a little shit with him. You know what I mean? That little shit. I
got to deal with this and this.
I ain't said I'm perfect, whatever. But I've never, ever treated, let me correct myself, intentionally.
There we go. There we go. So the guys I've dated, I know they're not intentionally doing it. So I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with y'all's minds sometimes.
What?
Like, no, I know that the guys haven't hurt me intentionally.
Are you? Do you continue to be the same person? Because this is a known fact that we send our representatives
the same
out
person.
first.
I'm always
I
the same
can't
person.
believe that.
I'm always the same person.
And your pussy is fire too, right?
That's what I heard.
The streets?
That's what I heard.
Okay. But I just don't understand this. I just don't understand this of what ain't shit means. You know what I'm saying? Like, we try. Maybe. So it's not
We
good
put
for...
trust. I know other women. I haven't dealt
So
with
women
this.
won't give a guy... women won't just be cool with he's trying. Women won't be cool with that
100%.
he has good intent.
100% we give so much leeway for men if we see them trying, we would see them have good intent. But if it's always like the same thing,
But what about the bitch that enough? What about the chick that is never enough?
There are those women, and those aren't. You shouldn't fuck with them.
Right.
There are those women.
So why do you find out these? Do you think you're a bad judge of character when it comes to men, or you're a person that likes? I feel like you like to be in love. Some bitches. I mean,
do.
queens.
Recently, yeah.
Some queens. They queens.
Some queens like to be in love, or don't.
Yeah. Like.
No, I want to be in love again. I do. Yeah. What was your question?
No, I said, are you a bad judge of character? Because
I do.
How does it go from all of these? Not all these. It's the case with anybody in life. It goes from this motherfucker, this is the shit to like. How does it?
I am a bad judge. Okay, the character and the men I've dated, they're all good men. You've met my ex-husband, and I date a lot of men just like him.
But you be going for the big dicks all the time, right?
No, that's not it.
Why'd you laugh?
Because that's hilarious that you just came out and just said that.
I mean, what this show is? This is a joke me too soon, but never be too soon.
My problem is I choose
some women like Big Jones. Some women like Big Jones.
You think I need that?
Oh, I don't want to know. That's right. Let me play my don't get guilt. They like just don't give it to her. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I choose the same type of men, and that's my fault. They're always good men. They're honest. They're trustworthy, but they don't also have these other components that I need for me.
Do you think you have a type?
I definitely have a type.
You do? I don't have a type.
I ain't got no type.
I don't have no type. I think it's what moves me for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's what moves, and it really is like.
You mean look-wise or personality? I'm like, no matter what.
All of that. I'm talking about all of that.
Personality-wise, I date pretty much the same kind of guys.
Look-wise,
I'm all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, but the quality that I like motivating women. Okay. I like people that inspire, and I think on my deity side, hey deity, I like to do for women. You know what I'm saying? I like to inspire. I like to motivate. I like to get you excited about something. You know what I mean? I found relationships that I've been into, or my interests have been, this may sound crazy, but I've been attracted to people that, I know this sounds so old school.
They need you?
No, not need me, but that I really like.
Okay. So old school.
Yeah, that's old school. You like the bitch?
Wait,
I thought you just needed her to be a bad bitch. You know, I thought you thought, no, like somebody. Like that quality is something that excites my chakra. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like another thing, like working with people, you know, getting excited about the same thing, learning something, you know, and building towards something. Like I don't think that I could be with someone that I don't feel like I could partner and work with on something, whether that be something just for creative stimulation, whether that be something for financial gain. But I feel like that I have to partner up with someone that kind of like
you can grow.
Walks the way I walk.
Yeah.
And just because eventually fucking and all that type of shit, it's going to get old. And if it don't get old, then your brain is on fucking too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people that really, I still know motherfuckers that really think about pussy all the time. Like, all the time. Like,
yeah, those are the ones you don't trust. The women can't trust out there in the streets.
Them the ones you can't hang out with. You know, I mean, them motherfuckers, I'm like this, yo.
Calm down.
I like this. Wasn't that 20 years?
Not to how old are you now?
Yeah, I'm saying not to say that I don't get excited or what needs to be fulfilled, but I guess when you get really into something, inspired and motivated by something, something gets you going, that is not big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's like a celebration to want to be like, do you want to fuck all the time? Nah, I'd rather close this deal and fuck off the happiness off of that. Can we get some incentive?
Yeah, but you can't really talk to women, learn me about the 35 to 45-year-old women. We're like teenage boys when it comes to that. So we need that too.
You keep talking about that. Is that really?
It's horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
It's just hormones. It's hormones.
Oh yeah, God did a good job with that.
Can you imagine if they were lined up at the same time?
Yo, he like this. Yeah, let's make this bitch want to fuck when the kids go to college.
Yeah.
Yo, God like this. Oh, we want to make her horny now?
She got the kids at home.
We got all the recitals and shit. Like, we're going to wait. Yo, them fucking middle-aged chicks, boy. That last kid go to high school, go to college, pussy be wet. It all makes sense.
You be looking at him like, oh.
Yeah, because you can't be walking around with a wop and you got to be a soccer mom and with a wop. Like,
watching the coaches run by, you're like,
yeah, you're like, yo, I'm going to suck your dick as soon as I take Marion to soccer practice.
Marion.
Oh, that makes so sense. And God make us the most horniest when we, the youngest.
Mm-hmm. But it sucks that it doesn't align.
Right. But sometimes
but I just got to find the young men.
Yeah. But then they don't give you, damn.
But what I need, I know.
You're in a tricky situation. What do you do?
What do you do? What do I do, guys?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Look. All right. What is it? Let's just see. Let's see. I need something. Let me see. Newsflash. This is Negro Radio. I have Nikki beside me. She's going to say, and I think some women agree with this, what do you need from a man?
Well, that's just it.
Squash it.
Attention, sex, honesty.
God damn, you want a whole list of shit, man.
3 things?
Attention, honesty. What else?
God.
What else?
God.
Attention.
I give up.
Yo, why? Okay. Let's talk about honesty. First thing, what you're never going to get, and this is what you girls need to just give up. You're never going to get a motherfucker. This is where you're going to get up. You need to give up on. You're never going to get 100% pure honesty. You'll get enough to not get your feelings hurt. And if you're looking, damn, boy, I feel like I embodied Kevin Samuels right now.
I know.
Oh
my God, he just woof.
I'm saying, looking for a perfect motherfucker. They got all the shit she's talking about. And think him to be 100% honest, 100% loyal, is a foolish thought. With that said, not to say that he has to act on it, but a man's instinct to want to do something will never stop. It doesn't matter how good your pussy is. One of my mentors in comedy, Andy Evans from Washington, D.C., said, Donnell, your career starts taking off when you don't be tripping off the pussy. And you can walk away from the pussy, everything. He said, because at the end of the day, no pussy is going to be better than new pussy. Don't matter how far you think your shit is. Oh shit, he just what you think yours get the wettest? You really think yours get the tightest? That's just like me thinking I have the biggest dick. That's me thinking all that shit. Nobody's ever gonna have the biggest dick. And the nigga that got the biggest dick in the world ain't getting no pussy.
How do we get to the sex thing of honesty? So you're saying that all men are going to go out and just go for the new pussy?
No, I'm not saying that. This is what I'm saying. For all the things that you want, like these motherfucking chicks have a whole list of shit. He needs this. He needs to be 6 foot tall. He needs to wear suits. Yeah. He needs to be a 6-figure nigga. He needs to be able to dress. He needs to open the door. He needs to do this.
Oh, I do love a door open.
Look, shivery. He needs this. and the nigga got all them checks, and you think that he gonna take all of the nigga that with all of those checks, everyone, and just put it on one check?
You said one girl ain't gonna get all these checks.
Nigga, that bitch get a check. You get a check. You get a check. Everybody gets a check.
Well, I'm just gonna be single then.
Well, you are gonna be single with that, like billionaire nigga, big dick, all that type of shit, all of that.
I don't have I gave you 3 things that I think are very doable.
So what are they again?
Attention.
Right.
Honesty.
Hey man, can I get a piece of paper? Oh, you said pay attention. Go ahead, say it.
I forgot what the last one was.
It was
already.
part of the joke, nigga. She said attention, then I wasn't paying attention.
And I'm looking too.
It didn't work, Donnell. All of the, but I'm just saying.
I feel like mine's not that.
Okay.
It's very normal for most women to want what I want.
And you know
there are the ones that want that extra list and stuff. But like, I don't need a 6-foot dude. Like most of my exes are like a little shorter. My packages come in. I'm open to different packages.
You know what? You know what's so funny about the guy? I make fun of everybody. Not make fun of him, but have different opinions. Kevin Samuels. Here's the thing. You said, listen, this is so clutch right now. Listen, here's the clutch. You said, this is what you said. You want, what was it? Honesty was one of them, right?
Yeah.
But when a nigga give a motherfucker full honesty, they don't want to hear that. And no matter.
I'm okay with it. Nope. The ones when we've had conversations, I like talking. I like conversations. And like, if you're looking at somebody, let's talk about it.
You know what? Like, a lot of women were upset with Kevin Samuel about some truths that he said. I think it's unfortunate to wish death on somebody. You be that so upset with somebody that you like celebrate in their death. That's evil.
No one's celebrating. No, sometimes what goes around.
Yeah, but the fact that you like to say, yeah, that's what he get for talking that shit. That's some whack. That's some fucked up shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. The point I'm making is that a lot of motherfuckers. First off, sometimes motherfuckers don't like when you talk to them. Matter of fact, you know that some people only operate off of. Well, he said when he says this. Well, okay, ask you a question. So, what do you bring to the table when you use that? What do you bring to the table? So you want this. Like I said, you want this. Okay, and on his side, what he wants, and you don't want to do any of that. You don't want to.
That's true.
That's not fair. And
Absolutely,
what it is,
you're right.
And he was 100% right when he said, you change the level or the type of motherfuckers you can date. It's period. You see it all the time. You see a motherfucker with a certain type of face or whatever, like, and this motherfucker chick is beautiful, right? And this the first thing people say is like, oh, not knowing his personality or anything. Oh, what is it about him? Oh, he must got money. He must got a big dick. And in a lot of cases, that is true too. Like, yeah.
98% of the time.
Yeah, but it's like this. What level do you think you should operate? It's okay to want the baddest dude, the most successful dude, and all that type of shit. But on that, meet me halfway. Why don't you meet me halfway?
Yeah.
And why don't you level up in everything that you want me to do, the things that you want me to focus on? What about you focus on those things for yourself?
Yeah, reciprocation was 100% needed in any relationship.
Yep.
It should go both ways.
You know why people break up?
Why?
Because they're not supposed to be together.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know that sounds crazy.
I mean, but you're right. I was about to say sometimes someone's ready in a certain situation and somebody's not there yet, but that's the thing.
Mentally,
they're not supposed to be.
Usually, you just the mental's not there at the same time.
Yep.
When I first started dating, doing comedy, I was dating this chick at the time, and she was older than me, right? And she was probably been in and out of relationships. Like, she probably went through her big dick phase and all that type of shit, you know. And then she dated me. I'm younger, and she just what like older women will hit you with some shit that just. She said, Donnell, if you ever get to a point where this isn't what you want, just let me know.
Absolutely.
And she said, I just don't want the games.
I love that.
And then look, I knew I started playing the game just by that. Because she said, this is how I knew I'm a game player. She said, I just don't want the games. And my ass said, what games? I knew all the games she was talking about. I played them all. I knew I'm a game player because I act like this. I did like this too, nigga. I did like this. What games? Game football. TNT.
What you talking about?
What game? She said, what game? And then she knew I knew the games while she was talking about the game. And then she did like this. She said, you know the games. I was like, yeah, I do. And I was like this. Yeah, damn, that was real. I said, you know what? I'm not going to play no games.
And then what you do?
The game started. A little game. I didn't play a big game. It was a little game. It was a little game. I ain't do the game like Super Bowl. It was like baseball.
It was
first week.
football.
First week of baseball. You don't think nobody's paying attention to the game.
But that's the thing with being an older woman. We just rather the communication. If you're out, then just let us know. We move on. Like, we're not holding on like we used to back in the day.
But I will say this. I felt the games coming on. And I said, yeah. I'm about to play games. But I know I said I don't want the games because I knew I was about to play games. But not just that. I knew for me, it was a transition. I was just leaving DC, going to New York, and it was a distant. You can't put too much distance between me before I start saying, hey. It was
Fat Albert.
Yeah, it was New York to DC, but I knew that I was just like, it just wasn't going to be. It wasn't going to work, and not that I didn't love her or care about her, but I didn't know to what extent do I love enough to be able to like compromise.
Walk away from stuff.
You know what I'm saying? And then I just didn't want to hurt any feelings, and probably didn't want to get my feelings hurt. And I just said it's better for us just to keep it moving. Mm-hmm. And I was in New York, she was in DC. I ain't had no bitches in New York. It was tough.
You had to start all over?
Yeah, nigga, I ain't know. Starting over? Like you go from having a rack. Yo, I'm just being honest. Nobody love me, nigga. I can say what the fuck I feel.
You beat me up today.
I'm scored, nigga. I'm scored.
He's beating me up today. He has a lot on his mind.
Listen, to go from a rack of bitches to no bitches, ooh, that'll stress you out.
You have to start dating again, spending all that money.
No, I ain't do that. You know what I did?
What?
I bust bitches in.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me about that.
Son. I bust them.
You want to see New York?
I didn't fly them, nigga. I bust them. That fucking Peter Pan got me through it, nigga. Fucking $19. I bust them. And they came. And had a good time. And I ain't had shit. And they used to come see me. I didn't have shit. But what I had was the nigga left. You know what I mean? Like, he left.
He got out, so that put you on a higher.
When I started, like, you don't feel that anymore now because you can make it kind of anywhere now, like any state or whatever, right? But that was a big deal. Like being from DC and leaving. Like everybody at some point, any comedian that's hot in DC, at some point, they had the city on lock. They did everything you could do. Comedy clubs, cabarets, Budweiser, Superfest, whatever. But then after a while, you just paddling. It's the same shit. And it wasn't until nobody really took you serious until you left.
But listen.
Until you left.
But the thing is, the women took you seriously when we're going back to what I was saying before. Women will put up with a lot of shit.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, but women will put up with a lot of shit. Like, I don't even think it's because you left. It's because they liked you. And that's why they took that $10, $19 Peter Pan. You're like, I'm on this motherfucking bus.
No,
but whatever.
No, I think
they
like
him.
Me. No, I think they like me. But it was still something exciting about the nigga left and went to New York. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was like, that was just, like right now you can't tell because with TikTok, social media and everything, you can really make yourself a star anywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
I think they were just supporting you and like, he needs me there in New York. I'm going to go see him.
Yeah, but they was like, but here's the thing. They were excited. They were excited that I left.
To see you.
No, not to see me. Them bitches ain't really care about me.
Okay.
No, they liked me, but they was excited that, oh shit, he's doing it because like there's so many guys in DC that just never left.
And all the smaller, well, DC's not a small town, but a lot of small towns in general, it's hard for people to get out.
It's hard to be seen. The point I'm making is like, it was something that was attractive about he left.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, I left. This is so crazy because people see me have a certain amount of success now. And to be quite honest, I'm on fire right now.
You are.
I'm on smoke. I mean, I got and this is not me being a braggart or anything. It's just like 30 years feels like it's coming together in the last 2 years. And I've had a certain level of success financially, creatively, whatever. But like, I don't know, it's a groove you get where you feel like something is about to happen.
It's your time.
You know, like Dave says, like you going through, it's like you hit outer space and it's like, it's just like.
Hit that turbulence.
Yeah, it's floating. And I'm so happy about where I am. But also know, and this is for anybody doing anything, you have to make the first step. You have to make this first step. You can't continue to talk about shit. You can't continue to make excuses.
Put it into motion.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I have people in my life that have come to me and they know that I could help in a certain situation, right? To the extent of, could you do, I'm saying, boom, there you go. Can you do, I'm saying, boom, there you go. To the point, like, a lot of people start walking away from them, and then they'll say something like, man, family is crazy. Family, a family member said to them, that's not my problem. And it's the truth. Your problem is not my problem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the problem. What's the solution? That's how I look at life, period. Like, I don't like people that bitch. What you bitch about? What you gonna do about it?
Yeah. You have one time to complain to me about something. The second one is like, how you fixing it?
Right.
I'll help you.
And let's keep it moving. But people don't acknowledge the road you took, taking that first step, never looking back, never giving yourself a plan B, and just going straight forward.
And part of that first step, people, is just, you could be working your job that you have. If you have this dream of starting a fashion, just start drawing, just do that. Start your business. Get your LLC.
Doing something.
Get your LLC. Just those little things.
Talking about shit.
Be about it.
Stop talking about shit. And here's the thing. You got people that talk about it and be about it. And if everybody's not going to be about it, right? But if you're not going to be about it, stop talking about it. That's it.
That's true.
If you're not going to be about that life, stop saying you're about that life until something happens where you show you're about that life.
Yeah, because after a while, I'd be like, okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'll give
All
you an
right,
example.
so we're ready to go eat? You know?
I'm ready to go do something else. I'll give you an example about that life. There's a lot of people that work these jobs. They go to jobs and shit, right? And they be like this, man, the next motherfucker to say something to me, I'm going to tear their ass up. I wish a motherfucker would. There are people that go to work like that. There are people that get dressed up, put on a tie up. And there's people that work at airports that go up to people with the notion that I'm going to slap you, and then they get the dog shit beat out of them. And then, here's something you're not going to believe. They want more.
He wants more.
They want more.
And the dude was trying not to hit him in the first place.
He wants more. Like, not like, I'm going to give you some more. Like, did everybody see what just happened? This nigga was in a luggage rack, and the conveyor belt was about to do, and throughout that, this guy, he wants more. Yo, the way he did it, like witnesses. Are you guys, did anybody see this? Let's go to the videotape. Boot, black, blue, DC. Black up. He wants more. Yo, I've seen some people get fucked up, whatever, right? But, yo, it's
Part of
like,
that, he fucked himself up, too.
he fucked himself up. But I'm going to tell you something. I respect niggas that have commentary where they fucking you up. Like, I grew up, all you hear was like, I hit that nigga, this was a comment, I hit that nigga, black out, whip. But this motherfucker straight up engaged the audience, acknowledged what he just did. He was like, and the way, it wasn't, the way he moved, people say he had hands. He didn't have hands as much as he had feet. Any boxer, you see his footwork, and come to find out, he was in the NFL. He's playing football. If you see, he a cornerback. I thought he would be a wide receiver, quarterback. But if you look at the video, okay, we'll do the video right now. We're going to slow it down right now. Here's the hands. More importantly, look how he continues to make eye contact. His body is straight, and he's moving his feet. And he didn't cross his feet. He did like a, right? So I understand that it's important to acknowledge the hands, but those feet kept him up. And that dude kept him up, and it was like, he wanted more. The only time I've heard more, they had more of an impact on how I took it. It was Oliver, whatever that joint was, when the motherfucker's an orphan, and
more soup, please.
Look, he said, that's what
Oliver
the
Twist?
NFL dude and the other dude, this other dude, the big dude, Arab-looking dude, whatever, Muslim-looking nigga, beardy nigga, whatever. It sounded like he made it seem like he was like this. Please, sir. Can I have some more? More? He wants more? Why you keep telling me to shut up, son? More. He wants more. This guy here assaulted me, and he wants more.
Can you imagine if it turned into a grease? Give me more, give me more.
Is that what you looking for? More. Let's do things with more in it.
More, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like
He
it?
wants. You keep doing that part.
More, more, more.
Did y'all see? He wants
How
more.
do you like it? How do you like
He
it?
wants more.
More, more.
Oh
How
my-
do you like it?
He wants.
How do you like
He
it?
wants
More,
more.
more, more.
He.
How do you like
He-
it? How do you like
he wants
it?
more.
More, more, more.
Did you see this? Keep going.
More, more, more.
He wants more.
More, more, more.
He's asking for
more,
more.
more, more.
Jesus Christ, he wants.
More, more, more.
He wants.
More, more, more.
He got.
More, more, more.
Blip, blop, blop.
More, more, more.
Mick.
More, more, more.
He wants.
More, more, more.
Wants.
More, more, more.
Nigga want more.
More. We're stupid.
How do you like it?
How do you like it?
More.
More.
I do want to say this. Our podcast is a podcast you never know what's going to go. It's like the Jerry Seinfeld podcast. It's the show about nothing. When we first started this, we were talking about Yellow Springs. We were talking about Donnell land. With that said, I have to take this opportunity to thank everybody who were responsible for making this a successful weekend. I want to thank Elizabeth Wade. I want to thank Heather Stewart. I want to thank Nikki McElroy. I want to thank Samson. I want to thank Latoya. I want to thank Julius. I want to thank Ted. I want to thank Andrea over at Avis. I want to thank Erica at Wiley's. I want to thank Dave Chappelle for inspiring the whole idea of bringing summer fun to Yellow Springs. I want to thank Susie with all the rentals. I want to thank everybody that's gave us an Airbnb. I want to thank the Yellow Springs Motel. I want to thank Lily's. I did say Ted's Birch Bark Canary. Who else? I want to thank my man 40. I want to thank Marsha. I want to thank Lisa. I want to thank, who else do I want to thank? Everybody. Who else I want to thank? I thank Julius. I want to thank my son. He's super excited. I want to thank all my family that did everything to bring everybody together in one place and to have a good time. I want to thank Yellow Springs newspaper, 10239, whatever the fuck that is. I want to thank all the press that Dayton was nice enough to give me. We're not trying to involve me with any politics of Yellow Springs, only to know that this guy considers it second home. and he loves it. I want to feel like I need to thank somebody else. I think sound. I'm not thanking Samson for the sound because if he fucked up, niggas would be like, I heard all the things in my right ear. I want to thank Elaine Chappelle for being the, hello? Where's it go? All right, I'm still rolling. I want to thank Elaine Chappelle for the inspiration to start wanting to be a counselor. Just everybody, man. Donnell Land, we doing it big in Yellow Springs. I really feel like this is going to grow. Monsterbeverages.com.
Oh, cool.
Lori Jonas, my publicist who fucking went above and beyond to get me every type of publication, date in that area, had to offer. One thing about thanking a lot of people, you still feel like you're going to forget somebody. And if I forgot somebody, it's not that I'm not thankful. It's just that I forgot for the moment. So if you contribute to making Donnell Land successful, you participated, if you bought a ticket, if you did anything, I thank you. And I want to thank Angela Yee and Talib Kweli if they even showed up.
They'll be there.
Look at God. That's right, a joke can be too soon, but it never can be too soon for funny observations. It's Donnell Rawlings. This is Nikki, Donnell Land. Thank you. Love ya. Bye-bye.